Evening, folks. It's been a minute since we've last talked, and I wanted to take some time to process a few things that I had going on, and I wanted you guys to do the same and to bear witness to the developments that I had spoken on in the previous videos. And I wanted you to understand a few things. And what are those things? Well, I got word, of course. And so now I know it's time for us to talk about a few things. And I'll say that this is going to be a quantitative discussion. We're going to say that because we're going to use basic common sense. We're going to apply that to some greater thing that we have to tackle within ourselves. And I've been talking about this several videos, and you just follow me. Y'all know how I do. But many videos we've been talking about this stuff. And it's introspective because it's really about you digging in you to clean out and get the best of you cleaned and polished up so you can rise, folks. Within that rise within you brings a new day. And that day is coming on a material level, right? So you have to rise to the occasion, so to speak. You get what I'm saying? Or if not, you won't be here. You see what I'm saying? You don't have a choice in that. Now, I'm talking to you guys tonight because all week I've been doing my social research. I've been having many conversations with various folks of various backgrounds and various races and all of the different cultures of people who live in this world society and breathe this air like you guys, right? And we're all relative on that level because we're walking on this earthly plane, but there is a purpose. Every video I talk to you guys about what that purpose is, it's about the introspection, folks. And I spoke about all of the ills that you spoke about that you blame the Most High for. When He has given you free will, and if He stepped in your everyday to day affairs, you would feel that you weren't responsible for anything. He controlled things, and so He gives you that free will. And with that free will, it's shown every time because throughout history, man repeatedly keeps doing the same fucking things because man is a fucking fool. Haven't you? The best of you have learned this at this point, right? You're entertained by this, right? But on a level that you understand that all of this is for a greater purpose, right? So, I sat back all week and I had conversations, very, very deep conversations with people on various levels. And I gauged, their understandings of what's going on in the world society. And once again, many people had the viewpoint that man could deliver them from something, that some greater hand that was enforcing and putting all of this wrath on them. And that, if in effect, was a challenge, but I explained that to them, right? You see, what is life? And I ask you guys that because you guys don't know what life is. Life is, of course, technically the force that gives you breath in your body. But what do you do with that breath on this material plane? And that's what the most important thing of this is all about. It's about reaching to the Most High to rise. Realizing that He is your mirror, that He is your every step and your every breath of life. And once you do that, you can consider other breaths of life that He has given free will to, or free space to see and privilege this experience, to rise, folks. Now, somehow you're at a place where things are changing, right? And the worst of you are getting the fuck out of here. And that's just how it's going to be. And I'm not going to even reason with your foolishness because your foolishness has caused pain. And the worst of you are not even able to express the understanding that you realize that there is pain. And this is how we're going to weed you out, right? The best of you know that there is pain, even though you're walking in your day-to-days and dealing with it, you're going and doing whatever in your activities. And it's not about your trivial activities, folks. Life goes on all throughout the universe and on various levels, but they're all rejoicing in the power of the Most High, in the blessings of the Most High, folks. And they are blessed with abundance, and all of the things that plague you guys are really within you. You see what I mean about introspection? why I tell you that you allow things to happen, because you really do allow things to happen. The people that govern you are you, folks. You understand? They give you what you want. You are that. So you have to go. If you're not on board, you know the rest of what I'm going to say, right? So this person was asking me all of these different questions, and when I talk to these folks, they always want to know something on a material level. You know, how cold can the great wind get? And my answer is always the same: as cold as he motherfucking wants on the great one. You know, I'm asked how hot can the great sun get? And my answer once again is hot as he mother freaking wants on the family, right? And all week long I've been talking to the Most High, and he spent some time with me this week, and that's why it's so special, because he actually, like I told you, like, you know, he doesn't do this every day, folks. He's here with me every day, but when he actually manifests himself, and I can prove these things to you. But my point I'm making to you on a bigger level is I want you guys to be in a place of reaching to him. He is the most important. I told him tonight that I would speak on these things and to touch me in such a way that I convey this to you to get where it's so important and crucial to you at this time. Yes, you have your learning groups and your different various activities, civic activities that give him praise. Yes. But introspectively, you need to make sure you're consistently monitoring your inner, for that higher vibrational reach, because we all are connected on that higher level, folks, on that universal level. And these are the principles and things and the sciences that I'm trying to teach you guys. This is the new day, folks. Either you're going to get it or you're not going to get it. And if you're not going to get it, you're not privy to get it. You get what I'm saying? That's why some of you with the vibration can see certain things I show you, and some of you can't. And it's as simple as that, right? You're flat-footed. So you walk about this existence not realizing the greater hand and authority in your life, and you actually are mocking the Most High and his power. You scoff because you have egos and what you think is best for you versus his direction for you in your lives and what your purpose is in this lifetime to elevate. But you're not finding that place, folks. You're doing everything but that. You're serving yourselves. You're enslaving other people with their lives, their life force. You're suppressing, although you don't hold your own life force. See, you shouldn't be allowed to dictate the policy of my life force if you don't make or create your own. If you don't hold your own. If your own is not promised today or tomorrow, then you surely can't promise mine. Am I making sense? See, I'm making sense for the best of you, but those of you who are caught up in the matrix will go along with the matrix when it's done away with, because it has caused pain, folks, right? And from this vantage point, I know what's best. And when I say that, I'm not being arrogant, but I'm giving you guys, you know, the truth. I'm giving you something, right? And this is why I talk to you guys and do so many things, because at this point I don't care, because this is what the new day is about. I'm waiting for this day. The best of you are waiting for this day, folks. You know, I try not to get caught up in the politics, but I talk to these people and all of the various foolishnesses of your societies that keep you from listening to what I'm saying. You're caught up in my haircut. You're caught up in my shirt or something. I'm just lounging, but I'm talking to you guys, and there's a jewel in this moment, right? I told the Most High that I really wanted you guys to understand why he is the most important thing. While I serve him, I give you praise, Vishnu Lord. I devote it. I serve him in every way, folks. He is the muscle, folks. The heavens bow at his feet, right? And this is why we're having a new day, because you guys haven't sought to clean yourselves out. Now, when I talk to people, and they're engrossed in the politics of the day and who's doing what and all of the foolishness, and I keep explaining to them that the reason why there's even pain to discuss is because the same people are continuously over generations are being recycled, and this same evil and foolishness has been recycled throughout generations, folks. And if you go back to the ancient kings and pharaohs, they were doing the same fucking foolishness. Even though the Lord would smack the living shit out them every time and destroy them, and his story is recorded history for thousands of years for you motherfuckers to learn from, You don't learn. With the doctrines you have, you don't learn. You still have all of the foolishness. You still haven't reached for higher things, folks, in your hearts. You understand what I'm saying to you? This is why I talk. Don't get caught up in the politics of my haircut or something. By the way, my haircut is fine, okay? I personally think so. But my point I'm making, folks, is that you need not get caught up in the foolishness and the humdrummeries of life, when what is life is the question I ask you. What is life? Right? And be introspective with that question. What is life? Is life being a slave? What is being a slave, folks? See, you don't know the difference, right? You don't do the things you enjoy, and you spend, and how much time is there allotted in a day? What is a day? A mechanical, physical, technical day. What is that for you? 24 hours or something. If you want to measure it by your physical third dimensional applications, it's a 24-hour period. Well, if you're working and slaving and doing something for 18 hours, how many hours does that leave for you to live your quote unquote life? That force that's being provided to you by means of air and water and the things you absolutely need. Now, if you don't believe that those things are essential, they can be taken away from you. You're shown these things every day. I had the great privilege this week of doing so many things. The Most High came and spent some time with me. And, I spent time with various members of the Heavens Honor family who are here right now. But, we went and did some hangouts and did a few things together. And I learned a few things. I spent some time with them and understood some things, right? And I sat back and let things occur. And I'm going to tell you guys a story, but I sat back and watched all of the events develop. And I hope you guys were keeping your eyes on the world events like I told you. Because, the things that I spoke on, what was the point of me telling you that? I was showing you something, right? Now, I saw the feed, and I know they did it, and this is what I'm trying to explain to you guys about various things, that when you're in the Matrix, it's just like a movie from my vantage point. The majority of you don't understand that when you watch these horror flicks or any of these movies, the hero is always the guy that you're rooting for in the movie, right? And when you're watching the clueless people do things, you're upset with these people for a reason, because they're bumbling and they're not wise enough to see what's going on, but you can see from your vantage point. Do you see what I'm saying? How I'm trying to show y'all. So I tell y'all different things about how they play games, and you guys, the best of you know at this point, you've watched social media. You know how they cut people's feeds. They play on the phone. They do a lot of stuff, and you guys know that. A couple of you guys got on my chat. Got them, and put in my comments that people will follow my channels if I didn't know that. I know that. But the bigger point is, the heavens are watching them. The heavens hold their channel. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? The Most High holds the heavens. So you see how great He is. He is my friend, folks. He is my life. He is everything to me, folks. And we have a personal relationship, and in that blessing, that's how I'm blessed. He is also your God in your life. But the blessing for me is that He has personally reached down. I'm just a speck of dust to Him. I'm dust at His feet, literally, and so are you. He holds the universe. He holds the heavens. Who give you air and water and sunlight and so forth, folks? Who are great, right? And He has blessed me, folks. So, without going all over the place, because I get caught up in my thoughts about how I feel about when I talk to people and stuff. And I really wanted to make that point, really to stress that, because that's really you. You are these people, right? I'm just showing you. But they were so caught up in the politics of the day and what man can do and the strength of man and men and all of these things. And I told you that, when the Lord decides to curse you, there is nothing you can do about it, right? When He blesses you, there is no hand can prosper against you if the Lord is in your favor. You understand what I'm trying to explain to you. And this is proven, folks. So all throughout the week, I spent time, I saw the feed. That's why I'm sorry I got into that too. But I saw the feed about, they did the Mars stuff. And you guys know that they do CGI. You guys have argued on these channels about these missions and stuff. And you all have said that it was CGI. Different people put them out, different agencies and stuff. And you guys understand that they don't show you everything inside of that. And I keep trying to explain to you, you're very basic in your thinking. There are you get string theory, and that's the best I can use to get you guys to understand how this works. But it's greater than that. But that's the best example to give you an example. You understand string theory, so there is higher reality, folks. Whatever you believe about the worlds around us is false, folks. Life exists in that higher vibration, folks. Now, you see those physical examples when you see actual chariots and things that are beyond your understanding, right? Things that are beyond your perception, right? You see them all the time and you know they're supernatural. And that is what that is, folks. I'm trying to show you something. This is real. You're looking at reality in your face and then you discount it at the same time. And that's like being fucking crazy. But these people are the people who disseminate the information to make you crazy in the first fucking place. So I'm trying to show you on so many levels that why things have to change, right? Because I was talking to another person, and I really teach this person a lot, and they learn a lot, and they really listen. They have a lot of good, honest questions, but they're still grounded in this third dimensional society, and they have to understand that this is going to be done away with, and they cannot ground themselves in the basic of this society, which has done evil and created and cultivated all of the pain you guys get, right? Because you are that. You are narcissistic by default. You understand? You're not you're not paying the providers of all of the things and essentials that you absolutely need. You're not giving them anything. You can't pay them with money because they are your money, folks. You see what I'm trying to explain to you how greater this is. You can't pay them anything, but you're taking and exploiting and pillaging every fucking thing to the point that there's nothing left, and it's going to be taken from you for that reason, right? Because you don't know how to appreciate it, folks. And in the reset, you won't be here. The people with the wrong hearts won't even be here to even enjoy the new fruits, folks. You see how this works. I'm trying to get you guys to understand why introspection is very, very important. And I have so many points because it's been such a long time and we haven't talked, and I know I'm all over the place, but I'm just enjoying this time with you guys because it's been a while, right? But I wanted to talk about, there was a time, and I'll tell you this story real quick, and it's all relative to what I was trying to say, and I was making a point earlier, and it'll all come back around. Y'all know how I do, but I remember I went to a concert many years ago, and it was some little small time band who had a national song or something. I can't remember what it was, but they were doing these little skating rinks and shit. And I was just a kid at the time, and I went with some friends, and we were at a skating rink, and they were doing this performance. Back then, I guess, depending on how much you paid for a venue or something, they would lip sync or do something and just do their little, renditions or something. So they would, they were there performing. And I recall one of the guys I was with who was probably a narcissist when I look back on why he did it and what he was thinking, but it made sense to me. And it was a reason why the Lord kept that event in my heart for this new day, for this time, to convey this thought to you. But it came to me. And so they were performing and everything, and this guy walks up to and we're looking at all of this elaborate setting and stage setup and drums and all of these people dancing and lights flashing, and there's just a small little cord running from all of that to just a basic old wall socket, right? And he says, "Watch this," and he looks both ways like a little mischievous child, and he stomps on the cord. And everything goes out right then. The show was over, right? They didn't even get to finish the song, and it was embarrassing. When I look back on it, I feel bad for him in that. And that's me being an empath because he shouldn't have done that. It may have been funny in the moment, but when I really look back on it, the embarrassment or something. But my point I'm making was everything was shut down in that moment. The holder of the cord, right? Show's over when you pull the cord. Now, you guys, when you were talking about doing these Mars missions and stuff, you said that, this Percy, I like how y'all did it. That's real funny. That's cute too. That's cute. I like that. Y'all named the orbiter Percy or something. But Percy, quote unquote, Percy just didn't use for the first time solar power. Percy used nuclear power. right? But let me explain something to you guys about you fucking carnal fools. That any power that you fucking have, your ability to strike a match and keep the motherfucker lit on any level is the heavens providing you, folks. Your ability to have gravity, all the things you have are them doing duty, folks. Even your nuclear power, because you're standing on a plane that Mother Earth holds, motherfuckers. So even your nuclear power, your ability to spark that is hurt. That's why you're going to be ended because of your fucking foolishness. So the heavens were still assisting you as you did whatever you thought you were doing, if you did it at all. But I'm trying to make a point, y'all. Right? You scoff at the heavens and you say you can make a sun. So then when you get freezing conditions that unprecedented, that never happened before, you wonder why this happened. You understand what I'm trying to explain to you? Because you're able to do this or do that, and you're not. You're not greater than the heavens, who bow at the feet of the hand of that you should be bowing to, the Most High Source Creator. His name is Vishnu, whom I give praise, whom is Shiva, whom is Brahma. Because I spent time with him this week, folks. Can prove it to you, right? And I'm trying to show you what the muscle is, folks. What you put your trust in, the people that you trust cannot guarantee your life, is what I'm trying to make you understand. You know, the cord, the holder of the cord. So all of these things have taken place throughout these past couple of days. And I know you guys have seen some serious things happen across the country, right? You've seen these outages and stuff, grids, everything we talked about, right? See, when you declare yourselves a power because you use this kind of power or that power, then you'll be shown the real strength, the real truth of who holds the cord, folks. See, the Lord, for him, is from his vantage point, he just unplugs the socket. Now you don't have any kind of power, do you? You understand what I'm saying to you? But see, a fool, right, in leadership will not be wise to the true strength. See, the greatest kings in history feared the Most High. You understand what I'm trying to explain to you? And that's why everybody lived in peace and everybody lived in joy and comfort. But when you're a fucking narcissist or a demoniac, like I said, you are ignorant and you scoff and defy these things. And you come up with everything under the sun, no pun intended, great one. You come up with everything under the sun except the truth, right? And now the great sun is going to shine light on the truth as well as the rest of the heavens, right? Courtesy of the Most High Source Creator of the universe, right? So I want you to understand, earlier this week, I spent a lot of time with various members of the heavens, like I was saying, and I spent some time with the great one, Mars, Honor Fam. I spent time with the great one, and I could prove that to you, folks. He holds that world, not you. You don't have strength over him. You don't have strength over the ground you stand on here, because Mama Earth holds that. But they're my family, folks. You see what I'm saying? And I'm trying to show you how arrogant you are in so many ways of the things you do. That's why I was talking to that person. It's all coming back around. See, I love it. But when I was talking to that person, I was explaining to them that all of the evils that man does in the name of science is foolishness and mad scientry and wickedry and foolishness. You understand? Because if he sat his ass down, he would just enjoy, quote unquote, life. I keep telling y'all this. He doesn't have time to do things if he's enjoying life and giving praise. He'll have all those things abundantly and naturally given by the Most High. But when he wants to make them by his own hand, he's in defiance of the hand that gives him the actual spark. But y'all don't hear me, right? So when you get wrath and you say, I don't think that's right, who are you actually talking shit to? Who are you? Think about it. When you're a fool, you're talking shit to the hand that gives you the breath of life, and you're watching his physical strength in your face, and you still scoff because you're a demoniac at heart. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. The worst of you are in hiding. You're going to be revealed through these means in a different ways, folks. The best of you, if you're questioning what's going on, if you're worried about and you're thinking about your salvation, you're in the right place.